Most producers finish a beat, export it, sell it once, maybe twice. But what if I told you that same beat could be turned into 5, 6, maybe even more different revenue streams? And the crazy part is it doesn't take any extra work. It doesn't require making any more music. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to take a beat and maximize your income potential by splitting it into different assets. And make sure you stay to the end because I got some extra ways and extra tips, and I'm going to take it to a level that most producers never even think about. All right, step one, let's prepare ourselves so that we can maximize our income potential from the beginning. And it's pretty obvious, but we need a good, strong beat. And beyond the beat being good, we need it to be well organized and titled correctly. Make sure you know the key, the BPM, and that's in the title of the song. Make sure your melodies are all separated, sent out to different mixer tracks, all that good stuff. We want everything modularized and clean. So the first stream of income is the obvious one, and that's selling the beat. Whether that's exclusive or selling leases on BeatStars, you are selling the beat as a whole so that artists can use it. But most people stop there, but there is a lot more we could be doing. Moving into our second income stream, and this is where the smart producers start to get a step ahead. That melody you just made for that beat, export it as a loop. Make sure it's clean, mixed. You have the stem separated. I made a whole video about how to make good loops that other producers want to use, so make sure you go check that out after this. But that loop can be sent out to other producers for collabs that they can then post to their BeatStars, and you can do collab sales. They can be put to loop kits or combo packs that you sell to producers. There's a lot you can do with loops. So if you're making your loop from scratch, make sure you're exporting that as well, because that's another income stream. So this is my beat. And then up here by this playlist button, you see arrangement. If you click this drop down, you can clone that, rename it. But if you clone it, you can create a second pattern. And I did that, and I have this loop right here. So in my same project file, I have my beat, and I also have my loop right here ready to go. I don't have to have two different files for it. It's super convenient. The ability to create all these different arrangements is super useful. You should definitely utilize it. Make sure you label them all properly so you know what they are. But you can create so many different variations of the same beat for different opportunities. We'll get more into what those are later. Income stream number 3, the MIDI files. That same melody that you just export as a loop, you can take the MIDI that you used to create that melody, export those, and you can put those in a pack. Producers love MIDI packs because they can change the sounds, they can alter the MIDI however they want, make it fit what they need, and it's a great tool for them to get a head start. There's a lot more control when you have MIDI because you can change it to whatever tempo and you don't have to worry about weird stretching and all that. So as long as it's a producer that likes to create their own melodies, they're gonna love MIDI packs. Income stream number 4, and that is drum loops. The same way you did your melody loop, you can also export your drum loop. And it doesn't need to be the full drum loop, it can be, or you can just do a hi-hat loop, you could do a perk loop. There's so many different things you could export here. So you could do a full loop, a bass line loop, you could do the hi-hat loop, you could have all these different loops, throw them in a drum kit of some sort, or just a drum loop pack, and sell that. Income stream number 5 is going to be stems. Now, the stems for your beat is a way to get more money out of your clients. Serious artists are going to want stems, so you can throw that in with the wave license and make more money on that sale. But beyond that, because that may seem like cheating, that's the same thing as selling the beat, however you want to cut that. But those stems, say the top line melody from your loop, that stem could be thrown into a kit as a song starter. Your chords, all that stuff, you have these different stems that you can put in their own pack, separated, so that producers can use them. Also, if you want to do sync placements, stuff like that, stems are going to be required. You should always have stems available when you're exporting your beat. Then income stream number 6 is content. When you make a beat, You have the opportunity to make content around that beat, whether that be posting type beats to YouTube, whether that be beat breakdowns, whether that's a short, reel, TikTok, etc., showing off the beat. If you get enough of a following and enough views, that content can turn into money in your pocket as well. And on the bonus side of it, you're also promoting your work. So your YouTube, your Instagram can point people to your BeatStars, your beat website, whatever you use to sell your beats, and you're getting like double the money there because you're getting paid to promote your own stuff. And that's like, it's a win-win. There's nothing else like that out there. There's a bunch of different ways you can do content. You can cater content towards producers to help drive to your kits. You can do content for artists to drive towards your beat sales. However you want to do it, there's a way to utilize content, and you should do it. It's good for your brand, and it's going to make you more marketable and be able to sell more in whatever venture you want to do. Let's talk about this mindset shift real quick. Okay, it's not about doing more work. It's about taking the work you're already doing and maximizing its potential. You're already making beats, you're already making melodies. Why are you only selling the beat as a whole product when you could be splitting it out and selling things to different customers? If you just do music as a hobby for fun, you sell a beat here and there, and that's what you want to do, that's fine. But if you want to make a living off of music, you need to stop thinking like a beat maker and start thinking like an entrepreneur. You have all these assets you're sitting on, put them to use. The next time you finish a beat, think to yourself, did I export everything that I could possibly use from this? If you made your own melody, you should have exported the loop. You should have exported the MIDI files. You could do MIDI for drums as well. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. Your hi-hat MIDIs, your 808 MIDIs, that's stuff that can be thrown into kits and sold. I promised you if you stuck around to the end that I'd give you some extra revenue streams and extra ideas you can do with your beat. And so let's get into that now. And thank you, by the way, for staying this long. Make sure you like and comment on the video. Let's get into these extra tips. The first one I'm going to talk about is sync licensing. So not only can your beat be sold to artists, but you can also have these used in commercials and TV and film. You can pitch it to YouTubers to use your beat in their productions and make money from that. To maximize your potential here, you can do an instrumental, no vocals. If you had some sort of vocal in your beat, you might want to strip that out. Maybe a no drums version, a 30-second cut, a 15-second cut, just different variations of your beat that could be used for these purposes. Another really great idea and revenue stream would be to do a vocal demo. If you can write a song to your beat, you can hire a vocalist to record the demo. You could record the demo yourself if you are, talented enough to do so. And now you don't just have a beat, you have a whole song you could sell to an artist. And that's going to be worth a lot more. The next one I want to talk about is producer templates or FLP project files. You can sell these to producers as a great learning tool. You can send them out to producers who will then take them, make adjustments, and turn it into a collab. That's something that's becoming more popular with big industry producers. You can use it for course content. You can use it as a Patreon bonus. People love looking at FLPs, being able to actually go through your project and seeing how things work. It's an excellent learning tool for new producers. So definitely something you should think about. The next one I want to talk about is sound design assets. This could be presets in a VST. It could be a mixer chain preset. It could be a drum sound that you created. Anything that's not already a preset or someone else's work, you can turn into a product for yourself. There is many different VSTs that allow third-party banks, third-party presets, so you can create a bank of your own presets and give those to producers. And then the last two I'll talk about really quickly is coming back to that content piece. Creating educational content around your beat. You can create 3, 4, 5 different pieces of content from a single beat. You have an arrangement tutorial, a melody tutorial, a drums tutorial, a mix walkthrough, a drum breakdown. All these different things are different ways you can create content around a single beat and spread that across all your different social media platforms. Then once you get to a certain level, then you begin to get affiliate opportunities. If you use a certain plugin, if you use the drum kit from somebody, you might be able to get some sort of deal with them to pay you to promote their stuff. So hopefully this video opened your eyes to several different potentials of stuff you could do to increase your revenue streams, to maximize your potential at making money in production. Till next time, peace.